I'm Janelli, also known as Miss Be Helpful, coming at you via Turbo Blog. And this post is all about why you don't want to swipe right on these financial flags. Now, in the world of dating apps, everybody seems to be swiping right and taking that as a sign for finding your perfect match. But the reality is that love is blind. And that saying has been going around for a really long time for a reason. Because when you're in a romantic relationship with somebody, a lot of times people tend to not see the problematic issues in the relationship that can lead to failure of that relationship down the line. So these are 3 red flags that we're going to call financial flags that you really want to look out for as early as possible if you consider yourself to be in a serious relationship. Financial flag number 1 is dishonesty, specifically financial dishonesty. So it's really hard to tell at the beginning when your partner is being honest or not about their finances because you can only take their words at face value. You only know what they're telling you about their situation and you don't really have much more context or details. But as the relationship gets more and more serious, it's going to be your job to do a little bit of accountability. You're going to have to hold your partner accountable and also hold yourself accountable to some systems, some routines that would help you guys to get familiar with the details of each other's financial situations. Once you start implementing this routine in your life, you're going to notice that it's going to be a lot easier for you to open up the lines of communication with your partner, specifically when we're talking about money. You're going to tell each other what kind of debt you owe, how much money you have in debt that you owe, which bank accounts you use, which ones you have, how many you have, credit cards, which ones you have, and if you owe any credit card debt. These are the types of things that are really important for you to share and for you to know about your partner before you even consider engagement or getting married or planning a wedding or anything like that, which is really, really serious. And you don't want to move on to those serious steps until you handle those basic steps, which is opening up to each other about your financial goals and life goals. Financial flag number 2 is if your partner is too loose with their money. This is something that you might pick up early on, especially if you notice that your partner is buying you overly expensive gifts or if your partner is lending money out to family and friends really easily. These are things that down the line, if you decide to join your finances together in your relationship, you might start to see these as a financial flag because it's going to involve you one way or another. It's going to be really upsetting to you if your partner decides to lend a friend or family or coworker money without talking to you about it first. So it's really important that you start to pay attention to your partner's habits financially and to their behaviors when it comes to their money. Because you know what they say, actions speak louder than words. And if you see what they're doing with their money, that is a lot more important to notice than what your partner actually says that they do with their money. So look and pay close attention to your partner's behaviors and actions, especially when it comes to how they handle their money and what they're doing with their money every month. The final financial flag is when your partner is not willing to make any financial or behavioral changes. Now, this is a huge red flag because it tells you that your partner is not really willing to improve. So if you're willing to work with your partner and support them and guide them through the process of becoming more financially savvy and becoming more financially independent, then this is a relationship that can definitely work, but you have to be with a partner who's willing to make the changes and implement them with you and take your support and your guidance. Otherwise, if they're resistant to change, it's just not gonna work. Go ahead and read the post below for more about these 3 financial flags and ways that you can try to prevent them instead of try to react to them after it's too late. Hope this post was helpful. Until next time, peace.